It's Mac the Guru. This is my review for Snowfall Season 4, Episode 6, Say a Little Prayer. Now, first off, shout out to my subscribers, man, for putting me on this show, telling me to do the review. I've been heard of the show, but I never watched it, and it was for a reason why I didn't watch it, looking back on it, but I'll say that at the end. But I like the show. I really like the show, because it show you the downfall for people that didn't grow up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what crack did to the community, and it really show you the downfall. Everybody taking losses, you know, all the characters is taking losses, but it's showing you the downfall of the black community. You know what I'm saying? And people like Franklin played a big role in that. Don't get it twisted. I like the character, but we gotta keep it real. Like, all of them played a big role, and that's what you seeing more and more. If you seen all the seasons, you know, the more and more it go, the more you seeing the downfall of the black community. Now, when this episode pick up, remember I say everybody taking losses. Teddy brother dies. Best believe this got something to do. He was perfectly fine, but for that little coke situation happened, and he had to, you know, do all that coke at one time. Then he started messing up, end up dying from a heart attack. So that's why Teddy's taking it so hard. You see him drinking throughout the episode. He going talking to Franklin all reckless, like he, you know, he talking reckless, he drunk. He taking it bad because he know he got something to do with his brother dying. You know what I'm saying? This dude just as crooked as anybody else, you know, but his brother just died, so he taking losses too. And from the preview, make sure y'all check out the preview too. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure I do a preview for the next episode. But it look like he about to get on some whole other stuff again from looking at the preview. But yo, when his dad called him, or whoever the guy is, I'm pretty sure that's his dad, you know, he like, yo, it should have been you that died. Ugh. That's hard to hear. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's his uncle, his dad, whoever, that old man that took in his brother Matt. Like, he like, yo, that should have been you that died. I'm pretty sure that's his dad, the way he be talking to him. But that was harsh. That was cold-blooded. Now let's get into the situation with Franklin, Leon, Scully, his baby mama, Khadijah, and Fatback, the one that had to take the hit for it. Fatback a real one, because he took the charge. You know, he involved in all this stuff. So, you know, if you involved in it and then your bosses tell you take the charge, hey, usually you're going to have to lay down for a second, because if Leon take the charge, it'll be worse. If Franklin, you know, something happened to Franklin over there, it'll be worse. So, you know, the lowest man always usually take the charge if you involved. You know what I'm saying? So Fatback stood up, he took the charge. But oh my God, was that boy stupid when he got out? Like, really? You think for you to get out of jail, all this stuff going on with Franklin and Leon, they send you a check to pick you up with all this stuff going on. Just a check. You ain't got nothing, you ain't got a hammer on you, you ain't got nothing to protect yourself. They send a chick to pick you up, talking about they gonna give you a good time. Come on, Fatback. Like, he got what was coming to him for that one move, because that was just stupid. And Khadijah, you see, she like, yo, we need to take action. You know, they killed her daughter, and this is how situations happen. You know, I'm sure them dudes that was in the car that started shooting at Leon and Fatback when Khadijah's daughter died, I'm sure they was there to protect them, to get them to a destination. And then it popped off because they are with them, and the daughter died. Blood on Leon's hands, and, you know, Khadijah, that's devastating for your daughter to die in front of you. And she own it. she wanted her revenge, and she got some on Fatback, but Fatback ain't the one who actually did it. Remember, Leon came around the corner with the gun after the first shooting happened, and nobody's alive but Khadijah and her daughter, and he sprays again and killed her. So they want Leon. And let's break down that situation at the end when Leon telling Franklin it's your fault. See, in Leon here, he thinking Franklin gave him up. You know what I mean? Because he don't know. None of them trust each other like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Too much stuff to happen. The trust is really gone, but they dealing with each other because they didn't put so much time in with each other. See what I'm saying? So in Leon head, he like, dog, you just gave him Fatback. Basically, that's what he thinking. That's why he tripping like he tripping. But it wasn't even Franklin's fault this time. You know what I'm saying? Usually Franklin do be about his business. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it wasn't even his fault. It wasn't his fault, Leon. Leon was wilding out. So we gonna see what's gonna happen after that. Cause they still want Leon. Best believe. You got Manboy and you got Scully. Scully is I love Scully character though. Stacy from the Woods. Like, he is one crazy character. And that dude could act, man. That dude could act. I remember seeing some interviews on Vlad when he talked about, you know, some roles he didn't want to do that he wish he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? That kind of probably derailed his career a little bit. But, you know, he could act good, man. And I love that character. Now, another thing that happened in this episode, remember when I first started this review, I said, yo, they talking about how they they showing in this series how they devastated the black community. Jerome and Aunt Louie just went to Little Rock, and this is exactly what they about to do. And Jerome know it. She know it too. You know what I'm saying? They both know it, like, man. And she trying to deny it, but she deep down she know. She just hit them country boys with a bomb. That Little Rock gonna be destroyed because of that, and they know it. They telling them that they tell them to sell it. Don't smoke it. Whatever you do, don't smoke it. It's worse than heroin. It's worse than heroin. It's worse than coke. Worse than any drug. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yo, don't smoke it. And they like, what are you giving us? Yeah, they giving y'all that deal. And right now, it don't change overnight. So don't think that. They gonna give it to them, everything gonna be good. And then give it a little minute, it's gonna be hectic, crazy. Remember, in LA, it didn't change overnight. When they first start selling crack, it didn't change like that. And all over America, it didn't change like overnight. You gotta listen to some people talk. You see what I'm saying? Listen to Freeway Rick Ross. Not the rapper, but the actual Rick Ross. See what I'm saying? And earlier I was talking about why I wasn't reviewing this show. I never looked at this show. It was because of him. Because he was saying that it was his story and they basically took it from him. I'm like, man, I can't support that. They just, took somebody's story. But from watching it, they talking about the Mexican. It's a bigger story than just his. You know what I'm saying? But if you listen to him talk about crack, you know what I'm saying? He'll tell you like, yo, people didn't just change overnight. He didn't see it like that. When he came back and he was seeing that they devastate the hood, he was like, oh, what have I done? You know what I'm saying? Franklin ain't hit that point yet. Franklin don't care. Jerome and remember in one of these episodes, Peach's homie that just left Franklin. It was an episode where he was like, yo, I'm done. He told him in the car like, yo, I'm done. People is realizing like, yo, man, this stuff is different. And Jerome really realized it. Jerome wanna stop. He the only one of them thinking. Franklin not thinking. Franklin just wanna go until, y'all got enough money. They got enough money right now. Franklin just a selfish dude that don't care about nobody but himself and his immediate family. But his ambition is a problem because they got enough money right now to go into real estate, to open up laundromats, to open up whatever else, corner stores or whatever. They got enough money right now. But Franklin don't want to stop. It ain't just the CIA. The CIA, like, anybody can be replaced. Well, okay, well replace me, you know. Now he do got to think of a way to get out that situation where he don't get replaced by going to jail. You know, I'm sure he thinking about that. But they could stop. He could stop if he really wanted to plan to stop. He could plan to stop and move himself out the way and put somebody else right there for the CIA. He could do that. But let's get back to the episode, man, because we talked about Fatback. We talked about Aunt Louie and Jerome. But what we haven't talked about for real is Wanda. Alright? Which will lead us into Alton, and, you know, I'll wrap it up after that. But Wanda is a great example of somebody that got hooked. She just like Mel. But Mel then left and got clean. And she good now. Wanda can be good too. You understand? Because the thing is, Wanda ain't been strung out for a long time. It may seem long to her. I'm sure. Shit, I'm sure it seems long to her. But she hasn't been strung out for no 10 years. But that's when it be like, you know, once it be like years on top of years, it'd be hard to get them to stop. But she only been strung out for maybe 2-3 years or something. 2 years, maybe 2 years. Let's say 2 years. She could bounce back. You know what I'm saying? And I think her calling Leon and him telling her to go to Alden spot was the best thing for her. Because if she would have just stayed on the street, and she knew it. Like, yo, if I just stay on the street, I'm done for. You know, and one thing she did find out was Alden is Franklin daddy. Cause she know that. She know that by the Asian reporter that came in and talked to Alden. The Asian reporter, her name Irene. But when Irene talked to Alden, she was like, I'm gonna tell on you and your son. That's when Wanda clicked. You see her look up, she like, oh, this Franklin daddy. You know, so now she gonna be good there. That let her know, oh, I'm good here. Cause now I guarantee you she gonna go tell Alden next time she said, you know, Leon sent me and and that's gonna put it together in his head like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But Alden is another one that know. We're gonna talk about that on the preview. Because everybody's figuring out like, yo, this shit is destroying the community. We gotta stop. We gotta get out of this. Everybody know that. But Franklin. He know, but he don't want to stop. You know what I'm saying? Him, Leon, like, they know it's devastating. You know they know because they seen what happened to Mel. They seen what happened to Wanda. Now that's a reunion I can't wait to happen. I'm sure Mel gonna come back. That's a reunion I can't wait for Mel and Franklin to meet back up and see each other, man. But yeah, this was a great episode, man. Once again, shout out to the subscribers for just putting me on, telling me to do a review to the show, because I do like it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good show, and it's important that they telling this story, because it really do bring insight for people that I grew up in this. You know what I'm saying? This environment that they showing something just like this, very, very similar. You know what I'm saying? So I know, but it's good for them to show this. You know, hopefully some of these kids, you know, stop, you know, using drugs like that, because they promoting it like it's a cool thing. And for people that ain't never did a drug, this is what I say, especially because I know it's younger people that check out my channel too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should never do a drug that you haven't seen somebody else do and seen the reaction to it. You know what I'm saying? Because you could watch people and see, if you've seen somebody smoke crack and then seen a reaction over a couple weeks, and you know what I'm saying, you'll be like, oh no, I ain't doing that. Oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? Same with heroin, same with, you know what I'm saying, all these other drugs. You like, I don't want to be like that. No. You know, so see people reaction over a time before you don't just try something. Nah, that ain't the way to go, kid. You know what I'm saying? No. But man, it's Mac the Guru, man. If you're still here, definitely click that subscribe button. Like the video, it go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you like anything that I said. As always, y'all be easy, be safe. Peace.